Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Every wide receiver in the NFL wants to be a top target, and two players will be trying to be that today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Texans. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 3 matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, a matchup in the AFC South as we join you from Everbank Stadium. Down on the sidelines, there's a look at Houston's head coach. His team is off to a great start, and it shows as they won just last week. And on the other side, we have the Jaguars head coach. His team off to a nice start, 2-0 so far this year. Murray set now for the opening kickoff. The Jaguars are ready to run back this kick. This game is underway. Catches it at the 9 and starts his return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
The Jaguars come out with a split backfield. The Jaguars from the 27. Gets it out for the completion. Here's a look at the Jaguars offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. So they complete one, and still it's second down. Out of the shotgun formation. Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete. And now here's the Texans defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. Third and 5 following the incompletion. Mason's lined up in a single back formation. Looking across the middle, almost intercepted.
Well, Jim, that's a nice job by the defender knocking that football down on third down. And that's what you want to do as a defense. Of course, you want to get off the field. Every time an offense completes a third down pass, their chances of getting a score on that drive go up big time. So getting off the field was great. Nice job by the defender.
And a run back of about 15. And now we've got a young quarterback about to head onto the field for the first time today.
Jim, this guy's he's starting to inch his way up into that elite status, and he keeps playing solid football. So if he goes out here today and plays a good solid game again today, we're gonna start talking about him differently here in the future.
Let's go.
First down at the 30, and Rice is going to take the handoff now. Here's the Texans line up on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. Michael Crabtree with the catch.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
Let's go.
1st and 10. Rice is going to secure the handoff. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line. And now here's the Jags defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. And it's swatted away. The Texans now facing 3rd down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Airtight coverage, incomplete.
Texans don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. The Jaguars will attempt to get a little something going here on offense. This game has come to a little bit of a halt as we've seen 2 punts in a row.
Well, what has to happen in a situation like this, Jim, you need the offensive coach to dial up a play to give you something where it's going to catch the defense by surprise, and it's going to work. And it's not about you just making the play. It's about the coach designing a play that works easily for the athlete.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Mason, the lone setback this time. Throws the pass. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
Let's go.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
1st down at the 34. Allen Robinson with the catch.
Well, they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the 1st down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field.
Coming up, 2nd down. Mason lined up in the backfield. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
The Jaguars from the 37. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. And so now they'll call on Anger to punt the football. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Jaguars defense got tested on that last drive, but eventually it led to a punt.
Yeah, it was an awesome job by the defense. They really did a lot of things correct. They hustled. They played hard. That is the cornerstones of any good defense.
Gordon's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That's his first reception today.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Scans the field, keeps chugging along, and that pass is just thrown away. That leads us to 2nd down.
Let's go.
Up in the air and comes down with the catch. Can you believe how vertical he got there?
I can believe it, Jim Nance. I can, because we see it so often. The receivers in the NFL are just unbelievable. We take these catches for granted, but that was a tremendous play.
Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete.
Not too often you see that in the NFL, a throw that bad. The receiver had no chance of making that catch.
2nd down here. Rice lines up as the single back here. It's caught by Garrett Graham.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
The Texans snap it at the 36. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that 3rd down throw.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds. The Jaguars heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity. The Jaguars did a good job there on 1st down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
2nd and 2. Handoff out of the eye. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down. First down here after the run. Toss to the outside. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Mason's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second down here after that run play. The Jaguars are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. And a gain of 4. Third down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. Allen Robinson has the reception. Clock hit down for another reception.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
1st and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. It's complete to Allen Robinson.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
Back here, ready to start the second quarter. And a key now is going to be which offense is able to break through first, Phil.
I don't know if these offenses can break through, Jim. I think it's going to, we might end up seeing scoring on the defensive side before we see it on the offensive side. It's been tough sledding for these offensive players.
That picks up about 3. The snap will come at the 33. The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Gets it out for the completion.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
The red zone. Mason's in the backfield. Single back set. Now 1st and 10. And it's batted down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Second down and 10. Mason's handed the football. That picks up 7.
The Jaguars know once they get inside the 20-yard line, you have to be able to run the football also. It can't be pass, pass, pass all the time. The offensive line comes through. Good solid run that time.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Tebow's setting up now in the pistol. 3rd and 3. Back to him. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Mason's looking for a place to run, but there is nowhere to go. The offensive line just gets dominated. Good job by the defensive line that time.
Blunt. The Jaguars get a 1st down.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Get ready. Red 38.
And that's Watt in on the stop, and this will go for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit here, Jim Nantz. Good job on the option play. They just attacked the offense. The quarterback kept the football, but there's nowhere to run, and he lost yards.
Mounting a serious drive. Second and goal from the 8. Has it. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Driving extra point is good. The Jaguars ready to boot the football down the field. Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. And a run back of about 17. Josh Gordon readying himself for this next possession. It's been the type of performance we've come to expect from him in the first half, although it hasn't been enough to keep his team from falling behind.
Yeah, listen, the defense has to know that he's the star wide receiver, so why are they not paying more attention to him and stopping him? If they don't, they're going to end up losing this game because this guy can make the catch anytime, anywhere.
And Rice is brought down after picking up only a yard.
Let's go. First and 10.
Second and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up maybe 3.
Rice is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short game.
It'll be third down. They bring in the extra tight end.
Get ready. First and 10. First and 10.
Looking across the middle. It's becoming evident here, partner, that this defense has done quite a job so far. It is ready for this occasion. I know it's only the second quarter, but they've dictated the pace of this one.
You are right. I know it's early in the game, like you said, but so far the defense is winning the battle, and I think we kind of expected that coming into today's game.
He wants to return this one. Gains 13. As we get ready to start this drive, partner, talk about the main reasons why this offense has been able to stake themselves to this lead early.
Well, it always starts with the offensive line performing well. Then you get an offensive coordinator that has confidence in the plays he's called, so he lets it go, and we're seeing tremendous play from the quarterback.
And he's brought down by Brian Cushing.
An off-tackle run, it's a staple of all offenses in the NFL. And a general rule is you run off the right tackle because he is the power tackle, where the left tackle is the pass blocker.
Mason lined up in the backfield. Second and 3. Mason's got it on the handoff. He'll pick up 7 this time. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Mason's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First down coming up. The Jaguars at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Gets the handle here. Tackled down at the 47.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Texans lined up in the nickel.
Get ready. Get ready. First and 10.
It's second down and 3. Set up screen. Reaches out and snatches it. And now we'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it. Picked up some good yards.
First down and 10. Mason's taking the handoff.
Mason's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. The Jaguars come to the line with an empty backfield. From the shotgun. Looking at every option. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Coach is going to have a hard time calling deep throws down the field when the quarterback shows he can't even get it out there. That time he underthrows the football badly.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Jaguars in the pistol.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Tackles made. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. We've got a defense out on that field trying to stand tall and keep this deficit as it is on the scoreboard. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. And Thomas can't hold on that time.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Let's go. Let's go. 38. 38.
Second and goal from the 10. Rings it in for the score in the end zone. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
The Jaguars were very effective on that scoring drive, especially via the pass. Over 50 passing yards on that scoring drive. Runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Texans are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
And they get the sack.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Garrett Graham takes the ball. That's a gain of only a yard. The Jaguars are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Rice is lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. They'll go ground. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. That's a timeout by the D. And so now they'll bring out Powell to punt. He's going to try and return this punt. Taken down at the 33.
The Jaguars love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Jaguars' offense was pretty anemic in the early stages, but suddenly explosive here in quarter number 2.
Wow, have they been ever. Just turned everything around. It's just good play, good hustle, and execution by everybody on the offensive side.
That's a gain of 7. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. And here we have 2nd down. The catch is made. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. The late touchdown here in the 2nd quarter gives them a nice lead with the intermission looming, Phil.
Yeah, great job on their side. They got a nice lead, but I just want to give you a little warning now. This is professional football, and those are professionals on the other side, and they will fight back. So be ready to come out here and play the same way in the 2nd half.
And he'll start his return. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Josh Gordon readying himself for this next possession. There's a little bit of blame to be passed around for them falling into this hole, but he's not one of the players to point a finger at.
Well, they're throwing the football well. We've seen that, and it's impressive to watch. And now what you have to do is take advantage of that passing game and start catching this defense with some runs. I'll bet you they're not expecting it.
The Texans signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And it's just thrown away. Final 30 seconds of the first half, and it's third down. The Texans from the 32. On the money. That's a gain of 6. The Texans will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
First and 10. Heaving it down the field, and it's incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Let's go.
The Texans take it from the 38. Makes the reception. The Texans call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. Third down on the way. Press coverage all the way.
Let's go.
Thought I saw a little flinch right there, and it's going to push the offense back 5 yards.
False start, offense.
Third down after the penalty. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Rice is going to be so mad at himself for dropping that football because receivers, you never know when your chance is going to come. And then finally, you get open, they call a play where you're the primary guy. It's right there, and you drop it. Well, don't get down on yourself. Stay up. The football will come your way again.
And a touchback. The Jaguars offense enjoying an outstanding first half here, partner, and they're sitting on a pretty comfortable lead as we draw near the break.
Yeah, their offense is playing well. Now, on the defensive side, what you have to do, you're getting beat up a little bit, so go in there at halftime, make some changes, call some different defensive formations to give your players a much better chance of success.
The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Jaguars are in a good flow now 2 straight weeks, and much like last week are playing well enough to win. The Texans will have to figure out a way to make a comeback in the second half.
They'll take it at the 20. The Texans have seen this game just get away from them. As it continues to get worse, they've still got more than a quarter to play.
Well, look, it's been a good learning experience, and you realize how tough this game is. So learn what you're doing here in this last bit of the game and see if you can carry that over into your next contest.
And Rice is tackled down at the 24.
Rice is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. The Jaguars defense lined up going with the 46 defense. And it's a catch to Graham. Graham's been a very minor part of the offense lately, Phil, though I'm sure that's not by design.
Oh, no, they want this guy to be a big part of the offense. It's just not clicking right now. He's lost a little confidence. They need to go back to practice, throw him a lot of footballs, and get his confidence level back up again.
Has his target. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Jim, they call that a post route. Do you know why? The receiver is running towards the goal post, so they call it a post route.
Coming to the line at the 50. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Launching it deep. Gordon's got it on a pass that had something taken off of it. Third catch today so far.
Nothing like a receiver who can just put his head down and go after the football. That's what he did that time. Nice throw by the quarterback. Watch the receiver at the last second, looks up and makes the catch.
The Jaguars with a nickel look here on defense. 1st and 10. Handoff to Ray Rice. That brings the play to an end. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Second down coming up.
Let's go.
They call his number once more. And Rice is stopped there.
The Texans have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
From the gun. Stands in the pocket. And they take him down.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Should be an easy one here. And he puts it through for 3.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Fields the football at the 8. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
The Jaguars snap it at the 26 for a gain of about 5.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. It's a 2 tight end formation. Bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Jaguars line up in the pistol offense. 3rd and 5. Thomas has the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. If you look at these passing totals, it's easy to get a sense why they're leading right now.
Those numbers are absolutely outstanding. When you see these kind of numbers, that means the play calls were good, the offensive line had an outstanding day, and also the wide receivers, they found ways to get open.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 40. Picks up about 5. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job on the offensive line.
2nd and 4 following the run.
Get ready. Break to the up.
Throws it toward the sideline. And what a catch. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job on this wide out today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Has the reception all alone.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Let's go.
They'll go shotgun here. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. That's his 8th catch of the day.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold him.
Stepping up to the line at the 4-yard line. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. No room to complete that one.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Get ready.
2nd and goal from the 4. This will be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Breaking huddle at the 4. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. 3rd and goal at the 4. Jacksonville in the end zone for the touchdown. His 4th touchdown of this game. And again, another score on that drive, and we see a receiver closing in on the single game mark for touchdowns.
It's just no records at stake. It's unbelievable. It seems like about every other week you and I are talking about another record that could be broken, and there's a chance here today. The way they're throwing the football, the way he is getting open, there's a chance he could break the record.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Texans step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
Gains 16.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Out of the shotgun. The catch is made by Gordon.
Texans coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's 2nd and short.
Double tight end formation.
Let's go.
From the gun. Makes the catch. And Rice is stopped there.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
1st and goal from the 10. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The Texans lined up. Everybody split out wide. Snap it out of the gun. And gains maybe 4.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Stepping up to the line at the 6-yard line. The Texans all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Third and goal from the 6. It's caught by Garrett Graham.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The coach is going to go for it.
Let's go.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. The Texans turn the ball over on downs. Early in the fourth, and this offense has to be hoping somehow this game will mercifully come to an early end.
Yeah, it was a rough day on the offensive side, Jim. They just got manhandled. They couldn't block them. They couldn't get open. The quarterback was off target. Nothing went right today for the offense.
Looking at the stats now, you see 2 wide receivers who have filled the role of being a #1 option today.
Yeah, you always want one wide receiver to step up for your football team and focus on him and see if he can get it done. But I'll tell you this, in the NFL now, you need 3 good wide receivers on every single team.
Mason lined up in the backfield. Mason's going to take the handoff now. He struggled to run the football last week, and that continues today.
We all need help, don't we? We need help. In this running back, that's what he needs. They need to run some different plays. Give him a chance to get some success.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Jaguars line up, split backfield. The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 2nd and 8. He makes the catch. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
Now slashing to the right side, looking for room.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second.
Let's go.
Takes it from the gun. Allen Robinson with the catch. That's his 4th catch of the day.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
The Jaguars come out with a split backfield. Now 1st and 10. Got the completion. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 49. Atachu's there to make the tackle.
Mason's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
Get ready. Break 38.
Second down and 6. Right back to him once more. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
The Jaguars running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
He has the grab. Good yardage picked up on that ball. This is a wide receiver, Phil, right here, who loves to get his hands on the football.
Yeah, we've talked about him all day long. What else can I say about him except he's great? Jim, that's what he has in common with you.
First down on the way.
Let's go. Break 38.
They'll go ground. That picks up 7.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
When you have a lead and your offense is playing like this, what's it do? Gives your defense a great rest. They're loving this drive as they sit on the sideline.
Let's go.
First down and 10. Again, staying with the safe plays.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Offense heading to the line for the 11th play of the drive. The Texans lined up in the nickel. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Has his man. The Jaguars now move the chains.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Play number 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
First and goal from the 8. The Jaguars. The blowout continues. Another touchdown. And again with a touchdown on that drive, we're seeing a receiver in the midst of a special game.
Oh, my gosh. How about that? He just tied the receiving touchdown record in the NFL for one game. Man, that's a mouthful to say, and it's a lot of hard work, but he's gotten it done on the field, and it's been a pleasure to see it.
And the extra point is good. The Texans have been flat out manhandled so far. Perhaps their special teams unit can change the momentum of this one. They need something to go their way. Ball's out. The kicking team recovers, and here they go. The Jaguars came out today, and it really looked like the running game would be big for them, but it's fallen off a bit. Mason's had less success as this game's gone on, Phil.
It's hard to physically dominate a team from start to finish in the NFL. The domination was there early, but the defense has risen up, and now they're going to have to find another way to move this football.
First down at the 17. Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Jaguars in the pistol formation. Second down and 10. And in the end zone, he can now celebrate history. So So with that score right there, Phil, we've got a new record holder for receiving touchdowns in a single game.
And this receiver, hey, look, he deserves the record for most touchdown receptions in a game because he has so much talent and he works very hard at what he does. And he just took advantage of a defense today that could not contain him.
The point after try is in the books. The Texans ready to receive the kick. Steps up and fields it at the 2. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Texans taking the field again on offense. They paid the price for an aggressive decision on their last possession, passing up on the field goal attempt and going for it on 4th down, then coming up short.
Yeah, look, no second guessing for me on that. I'll just say this. I'll give the defense a lot of credit. They were there. They were ready for the situation. They made the play, and that's why the offense came away with no points.
How do you think the offense is feeling right now after that coach's decision?
Well, shoot, they're disappointed. The coach believed in him. You know that, the coach is showing faith. Well, he showed faith, and they let him down.
The Texans have it at the 44. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up.
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field. There's no question he caught the ball, but there is a question whether or not he got both feet in bounds.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must maintain possession of the football as you go to the ground.
The replay rule comes into effect, and the challenge pays off. The play is overturned.
Yeah, so many close calls in the NFL, and we see it every single week. That's a good job by the head coach, getting the information, making that decision, and he wins.
It's Rice in the backfield. The Texans have it at the 44. Gordon's got it, and a 1st. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. All you can do, just keep picking up those 1st downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
The Texans have been awesome today on 1st down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football. It picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
From the shotgun. The Texans now move the chains. 1st down here.
This is what you do. Never give up in the NFL. Even though you're getting blown out late in the 4th quarter, you're on offense. Go with that hurry-up offense and see if you can get a score here to make yourself feel a little bit better. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Dropping back 3. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Get ready. Press to the up. Press to the up.
from the gun. Catch made.
You must be very creative in the red zone when it comes to the passing game. Formations, movement, do whatever it takes to give your players an advantage. That time they get a nice play call, they throw the pass and complete it for a good solid pickup.
Drop back, shotgun formation. And that's a touchdown late in this one. The late touchdown's not going to change the outcome of the game, but perhaps it's something to build on for next week, Phil.
Well, it sure doesn't hurt. Sometimes when you score late in games, it does carry over, softens the blow of losing a little bit, and it can carry over into practice, and you sure hope it carries into next week's game.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Jaguars took care of business here today, Phil, and now you've got to think they just want to run the clock, avoid any injuries, and get to that locker room as quickly as possible to celebrate.
Yeah, no question about it. They won the battle here today. They wore out this defense. The offense was absolutely tremendous. And you're right, don't make a mistake now like a penalty, whatever. Let the clock run out so you can celebrate. Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put two hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
The Jaguars had a tight victory a week ago, and they seem to be thinking now, why keep it close in this one? They've been in control from the start of this one, Phil.
That tight victory last week, it just gave them confidence, and they have come out today, and right from the very start, they have been hot, and they have been smoking. What a job by them.
Mason, the lone setback this time. First down at the 32. Picks up about 2. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got to lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle, as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody two things. Stay in bounds and put two hands on the football.
Outside now on the toss. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
Offense.
Third down now. Mason lined up in the backfield. They feed it to him one more time. Mason's tackled down at the 43. The Jaguars with no timeouts left. Offense ready to play after calling a timeout. One more play, and it's in the books. First and 10. Back to the ground. Mason's taken down at the 49. Things are clicking right now, and this team has to feel invincible without a loss on the year.
Oh, you know they do. Just to come into this game, today's game, the other team wants to put that first loss on them so bad, not able to do it because they got outplayed. That's why the team is undefeated.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.